Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Satman Gobe, Project Manager, and on behalf of Masjid Solution, I would like to welcome you to this special webinar, Preparing Your Mosque for Ramadan Giving. Ramadan is approaching quickly, and for mosques, this is not just a spiritual season, it is also the most important time of the year for fundraising, community engagement, and operational sustainability. Today, we are going to talk about why Ramadan matters so much for mosque fundraising, what opportunities exist, and how modern tools and best practices can help you serve your community better while raising more funds with less stress. So, where is our today's agenda? What we are going to talk about it, our webinar flow. We're going to talk about it. Why Masjid Solutions? We are hosting this webinar, why Ramadan matters most, and the opportunities the mosque can get during the Ramadan, and the best practices and tools. And after that, we're gonna do the Q&A. If you have any questions, there will be open floor. You let me know. I will unmute your mic and camera. You can talk to me directly. Let me begin by clarifying something very important. We are here to help mosques succeed in their mission. Masjid Solution was built specifically for mosque, Islamic centers, and non-profit organizations. We are not a generic tech company. We work with masjids every day, and we deeply understand the challenges that mosque leaders face across different mosques, different cities, different communities. We keep seeing the same problem. Mosques miss donation opportunities not because people don't want to give, but because the systems aren't ready. We see long lines during Jummah and Tarabi. We see volunteers overwhelmed. We see cash handling problems. We see lost envelopes. We see counting errors. We see a complete lack of donor data, and we see no structured fundraising system. Now, these issues exist all year, but Ramadan magnifies them. Why? Because more people come and more people come and more people want to give, more campaigns run at the same time, and the operational pressure multiplies. And what we have noticed is that many mosques react to Ramadan instead of preparing for it. They wait until the first night of Tarabi. They scramble to print flyers, they scramble to make links, they scramble to organize volunteers. But the mosque that prepares properly experience something very different. They raise more funds, serve their community better. They reduce volunteer burnout, and they build long-term donor relationships. That's why this webinar exists, not to talk about the features, but to help you think strategically about Ramadan. Because Ramadan doesn't just increase food traffic, it increases responsibility and why preparation matters. So here we're going to show you why Ramadan is the most important fundraising season. So the reason number one is spiritual motivation. During Ramadan, people don't just want to pray more, they want to give more. Rewards are multiplied. People pay their zakat, fidya, kafara. People actively search for causes. So let's see statistics. Many Islamic nonprofits reports that 30 to 60% of their annual donations come only in Ramadan alone. Giving platforms often see 2 to 5 times, I repeat, 2 to 5 times more daily donations during Ramadan. And zakat payments spike sharply during the last 10 nights. So Ramadan is not just another month in giving season, Your donors are spiritually ready. Their hearts are open, their intentions are strong. As a mosque admin or a mosque leader, our job is to make sure that our systems are ready too. So let's move on. The reason number two, many Islamic nonprofits reports that 30 to 60% of the annual donations come in Ramadan alone. So here, Ramadan, many mosques has multiple campaigns going on. They want zakat, sadaqah. They have iftar programs. They want to raise funds for their operations, for the construction of new mosques, and they may have multiple causes. Maybe as an example, zakat fund, Palestine fund. They want to collect the reliefs for them. So reason number three, convenience matters. Now, now let's think about it. When someone gives every day for 30 days, what happens? It becomes a habit, it becomes emotional, it becomes spiritual. Ramadan is a perfect time to introduce daily donations, weekly sadaqah, monthly masjid support, and automate zakat saving. People don't want to give just once, they want to feel consistent. Here's the important mindset shift. Ramadan is not just about collecting money, it's about building habit. Habits are often sustained mosque after Ramadan ends. So right now in this era, modern donors they expect convenience. So they want the card system to work, they want Apple Pay, Google Pay, the tap system, the QR codes given around the mosque, and recurring options. Here is the key insight. The easiest you make the giving, the more people will give, not because they are lazy, but because they are busy. So this is a very important operational versus construction. Now, I'm going to talk about something that many mosques struggle with. Operational fundraising and construction fundraising, they are actually not the same. Operational expenses include daily bills, staff salaries, like your imam salaries, utilities, maintenance, and constructions include expansion, renovation, growth. Both are important, but operational expenses, what we see is often get neglected. Ramadan is often the only time when operational needs get the attention they deserve. So Ramadan is not just about growth, it's about stability. It's when mosques stabilize their present and invest in their future. So now let's talk about the reasons. Now let's see. Now let us explore the opportunities in Ramadan. Ramadan, we understand Ramadan is such a powerful fundraising season. Now let's talk about the opportunities it can create. So number of opportunity, engagement. No other month brings your community together like Ramadan. You see more foot traffic, more nightly attendance, more families, more youth, more donors. So you can see that people who don't have visited in Ramadan specifically, it happens. People who don't haven't visited masjid a long time, suddenly they returned. People who rarely donate, they want to give more. People are disconnected, suddenly feel emotionally connected again. So this is when first time donor appears and occasionally donor returns and engagement are at the peak. Here is the key message. Ramadan is when your audience is already there, so don't waste it. If someone walks into your masjid with the intention to give and you make it difficult, you may you may lose that moment forever. So opportunity two, data. Most mosques are very good at collecting money. But most mosques are not good at collecting data. They know how much money come in, but not who donated, how often they have given, why they give, what causes they care about. Ramadan is the best time to fix this because people are already engaged. This is when you can capture a donor name, collect emails, build contact list, track giving history, and identify recurring donors. And this is important because a time donor is helpful, but recurring donor is transformational. Recurring donors provide stability to the mosque that reduce stress, they allow better planning, they reduce emergency appeals. And Ramadan gives you the chance to convert short-term generosity into a long-term sustainability. How has the opportunities habit like when someone is giving every day for 30 days, it becomes a habit, as an emotional thing. So these opportunities, I think every mosque should explore. So let's talk about the best practices and the solutions. We have to think technology as a solution. We should not think technology as a product. So what technology, how can it help? What is the goal? The goal is to create less friction, more engagement to the donors, and better experience for the donors. And by combining, it will give more impact. So digital kiosks. These are one of the most effective tools that mosques can use during the Ramadan. They can be placed in different areas. They can be placed at the entrance, in prayer halls, in lobbies. And those are usually available before prayer, available after prayer, available late at night, available even when volunteers get tired. Those digital kiosks work 24/7, and the benefit of using kiosks is huge. They reduces lines, they capture impulse giving, they support multiple campaigns, they look professional, and they build trust. People feel confident when systems look organized. So another important is tap tap to give. People nowadays, people want speed, especially after Tarabi, especially after Jumma, and tap those times the donors want to give as quick as possible and then go home or go to their other work. So tap to give, what it actually means. So tap to give means this is a one tap system. There will be donation complete. There will be no typing, no searching, no friction. So when to use tap to give style kiosk, it works beautifully, perfectly in the Jumma crowd, Tarabi exit trust, and for the elderly donors and youth donors. Especially they love those because speed equals conversion. So QR code. Well, QR codes are very powerful because they are simple. We can just print our donation link QR code and it can be placed on posters, our digital signage, TV screens, prayer halls, even flyers. And what they can do, they allow campaign specific donations. We can create different QR codes for our different campaigns. So you can get campaign specific donations, you can get language specific pages, and mobile first giving. Someone scans, clicks, donates, done. And another most important part is using recurring donations and multi-campaign setup. Recurring donations change everything. They allow daily Ramadan donations, weekly sadaqah, monthly masjid support, and there they create predictable income. The mosque can predict how much earning they will get this year and the upcoming year. Stronger donor loyalty. less stress for the admins, and fewer emergency appeals. Instead of chasing donations, mosque can focus on serving. Now, let's focus on the multi-campaign setup. During Ramadan, mosques are not running one campaign. They are running zakat, iftar, operations. Some mosques want constructions, fundraising. They want reliefs. So each one needs a clear purpose, a clear goal, and transparent reporting. When donors understand exactly where their money is going, they give more and they trust more. So it's always better preparation you take, it always will lead to the success. So we are at the very end of our webinar, very short webinar. So let me close with this. Ramadan is not just a busy month. It's an opportunity to serve better, an opportunity to engage deeper, an opportunity to build sustainability. It helps to create a habit that lasts all year. The mosques that prepare for Ramadan, they are not actually raising more money. It actually reducing their stress. They empower the volunteers and strengthen the communities the mosques serve. And that is exactly why Masjid Solution exists. We are here to prepare, not panic. And that's it. Thank you for joining us today. On behalf of Masjid Solution, we are we're really helpful. We're really glad you all have joined us today. Now, right now, we will now quickly move into a Q&A session. And if you have any questions, just raise your hand. We will move. We'd love to hear your questions. Thank you.